Have you ever thought that something as innocent as a bowl of fresh, juicy fruit could actually increase your risk of stroke overnight? We've all been told since childhood that fruits are the healthiest food group, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Doctors, nutritionists, and health magazines constantly encourage us to eat more fruit. But what if I told you that not all fruits are safe, especially for people over 50 years old? As a brain doctor who has spent years studying the link between diet and brain health, I was shocked and disturbed by what I recently discovered. There are 8 very common fruits, yes, the ones you probably have in your kitchen right now, that could silently be damaging your blood vessels, raising your blood pressure, or causing dangerous blood clots while you sleep. And you may not even realize it until it's too late. Imagine this: you've had a long, tiring day. Before bed, you decide to reward yourself with a late-night snack, maybe a handful of grapes, a slice of watermelon, or a nice glass of fresh fruit juice. You feel good about your choice, thinking it's healthy and natural. But while you're sleeping peacefully, chemical reactions inside your body are causing blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and blood thickening, turning your brain's delicate blood vessels into a ticking time bomb. The result? A massive stroke, often in the early morning hours, the time when stroke deaths are most common. And the worst part is, these fruits are often marketed as heart-healthy or safe for diabetics, which means many seniors overeat them without realizing the danger. If you are over 50, have high blood pressure, diabetes, or a family history of stroke, this information could save your life. In this video, I'll reveal the 8 fruits that could silently be putting you at risk, explain the science behind why they're dangerous, and share safer alternatives you can enjoy instead. Before you take another bite of fruit, watch this video till the end, because the truth might just shock you and protect your brain. We all know that a healthy diet plays a vital role in preventing heart disease, high blood pressure, and strokes. And for most of our lives, we've been told that fruits are among the healthiest foods you can eat. They're natural, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and unlike processed snacks, they seem completely safe. But here's the surprising truth: not all fruits are good for everyone, especially for seniors over the age of 50. As we get older, our bodies go through major changes. Our metabolism slows down, our arteries become less flexible, and many of us start taking medications for conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol. In this stage of life, certain foods, even healthy ones, can have unexpected and dangerous effects on our health. Some fruits are extremely high in natural sugars, which can spike blood sugar and insulin levels, damaging the delicate blood vessels in your brain. Others are loaded with potassium or blood-thinning compounds that may interact negatively with common medications, leading to dangerous drops or spikes in blood pressure. And here's the scariest part: when these fruits are eaten late at night, the risks multiply. While you're asleep, your body isn't burning much energy, so sugar levels stay elevated for longer, increasing the chances of clots forming in the brain's arteries. This is why many strokes happen during the early morning hours, while you're resting peacefully, unaware of the danger. In this video, I'll reveal the 8 most common fruits that can raise your stroke risk, explain why they're dangerous, and share safer alternatives that you can still enjoy without harming your brain health. By the end, you'll have the knowledge to protect yourself and your loved ones from one of the most devastating and preventable health threats seniors face today. Grapes are often called a superfood because they contain powerful antioxidants like resveratrol, which support heart health. At first glance, they seem like the perfect snack. But here's the hidden danger: grapes are loaded with natural sugars, especially fructose, and they have a high glycemic index, meaning they rapidly raise your blood sugar. For seniors, especially those with diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, this rapid spike in blood sugar can damage the fragile inner lining of blood vessels in the brain. This damage encourages the formation of blood clots, one of the leading causes of ischemic strokes. The risk increases even further when grapes are eaten late at night. During sleep, your body's metabolism slows down, and excess sugar lingers in the bloodstream for hours. This thickens the blood, making it more likely for a clot to form while you're resting. Many morning strokes are actually triggered by overnight sugar surges. Another problem? Grapes are small and easy to overeat. Just 1 cup contains about 23 grams of sugar, the same as half a can of soda. Many people snack on grapes without realizing they've consumed far more sugar than their body can handle safely. Safer alternative: swap grapes for berries like blueberries or raspberries. They are lower in sugar, packed with antioxidants, and much gentler on blood sugar levels. Watermelon is refreshing and hydrating, especially during hot weather. It's rich in vitamins A and C and contains lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. But for seniors, especially those with blood pressure problems or kidney issues, watermelon can pose serious risks. Here's why: watermelon is naturally high in potassium. While potassium is generally good for heart health, consuming too much at once, especially if you're taking blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, can throw off your body's electrolyte balance. This can cause dangerous drops or sudden spikes in blood pressure, which directly increase the risk of both ischemic and hemorrhagic strokes. Watermelon also has a mild diuretic effect, meaning it makes you urinate more frequently. When eaten at night, this can lead to overnight dehydration. Dehydration causes your blood to become thicker, which encourages clot formation, especially during sleep when blood circulation naturally slows down. Adding to this, watermelon contains a moderate amount of natural sugars. Eating it late at night can raise blood sugar levels at the worst possible time, putting extra stress on your cardiovascular system. Safer alternative: instead of watermelon, choose cantaloupe or honeydew melon in small amounts. They are lower in potassium and sugar, making them a safer option for seniors, especially if consumed earlier in the day. Mangoes are often called the king of fruits for their rich flavor and vibrant color. They're packed with vitamin C, vitamin A, and beneficial antioxidants. But here's the shocking truth: mangoes are extremely high in natural sugar, making them dangerous for seniors at risk of stroke. Just 1 medium mango contains up to 45 grams of sugar, which is more than an entire can of soda. When you eat a mango, especially on an empty stomach or before bedtime, it causes a rapid spike in blood glucose levels. For people over 50, whose insulin sensitivity is often reduced, these repeated sugar spikes can damage blood vessels, leading to plaque buildup and inflammation. Over time, this creates the perfect environment for blood clots to form in the brain, triggering a stroke. Eating mango late at night is especially risky. During sleep, your body isn't burning energy, so sugar remains in the bloodstream much longer. This leads to overnight insulin resistance, higher morning blood sugar, and increased clotting risk, a deadly combination for stroke. Safer alternative: if you love tropical fruits, replace mango with papaya. It has a fraction of the sugar, plenty of digestive enzymes, and is much safer for brain and heart health, especially for seniors watching their blood sugar. Dried fruits like raisins, dates, figs, and apricots are often marketed as healthy snacks. They're convenient, portable, and packed with fiber and minerals. But what most people don't realize is that drying fruit removes water but keeps all the sugar, making these snacks extremely concentrated sugar bombs. For example, just half a cup of raisins contains more than 50 grams of sugar. That's the same as drinking 2 cans of soda. When you consume dried fruits, the sugar hits your bloodstream almost instantly, causing a dramatic spike in blood glucose and insulin. For seniors, these sudden sugar surges can damage the lining of blood vessels, especially those in the brain. This damage creates tiny tears where plaque and clots form, greatly increasing the risk of ischemic stroke. Another danger with dried fruits is portion control. Because they're so small, it's incredibly easy to overeat. You may think you're having just a handful, but in reality, you've consumed hundreds of calories and sugar equivalent to multiple servings of fresh fruit. Many commercial dried fruits also contain preservatives like sulfites, which can trigger inflammation or allergic reactions that further strain the cardiovascular system. Safer alternative: if you crave a snack, opt for raw nuts or seeds. They're rich in healthy fats and protein, promote brain health, and won't cause dangerous sugar spikes. Bananas are one of the most popular fruits worldwide. They're quick, convenient, and packed with potassium, which is generally considered heart-healthy. But for seniors, especially those with kidney problems or on certain blood pressure medications, bananas can be risky. Too much potassium in the bloodstream can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia. This causes irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and, in severe cases, can trigger cardiac arrest or stroke. Many seniors take medications such as ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics. Eating bananas while on these medications can dramatically increase potassium levels, creating a dangerous imbalance. Bananas also contain natural sugars and carbohydrates. Eating them late at night can raise blood sugar levels while your metabolism is slowing down, leading to overnight glucose buildup. Over time, this contributes to vascular damage in the brain, increasing the likelihood of stroke. Safer alternative: if you love bananas, limit yourself to half a banana in the morning, when your body is most active and better able to process sugar and potassium. Or choose berries, which are lower in sugar and packed with brain-protective antioxidants. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes are known for their high vitamin C content and immune-boosting properties. But for seniors, especially those on blood-thinning medications such as aspirin, warfarin, or clopidogrel, citrus fruits can create a dangerous interaction. Many citrus fruits contain compounds that act as natural blood thinners. While this can help prevent clots in some cases, combining these fruits with prescription blood thinners can lead to excessive thinning of the blood. This dramatically increases the risk of hemorrhagic stroke, where a blood vessel bursts inside the brain. Grapefruit, in particular, is notorious for interacting with medications. It contains chemicals that interfere with liver enzymes, causing certain drugs to stay in your system much longer than intended. This can lead to dangerously high drug levels, increasing the chances of internal bleeding. Eating citrus fruits late at night is even more dangerous. Blood pressure naturally dips while you sleep, so overly thin blood may cause fragile vessels in the brain to rupture. Safer alternative: if you love citrus, consume it in small portions during the day and talk to your doctor about any potential interactions with your medications. You can also get vitamin C from low-risk vegetables like bell peppers or broccoli. Pineapple is a tropical fruit loved for its sweet, tangy flavor. It contains bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion and reduces inflammation. While bromelain has benefits, it also acts as a natural blood thinner, similar to certain medications. For seniors already taking anticoagulants, consuming pineapple can amplify the effects of these drugs, significantly increasing the risk of uncontrolled bleeding or hemorrhagic stroke. Pineapple is also very acidic. For older adults, this can cause acid reflux or digestive discomfort, especially when eaten before bedtime. Combined with its natural sugar content, late-night pineapple consumption can spike blood sugar and irritate the stomach, a dangerous combination that stresses the cardiovascular system. Why timing matters: eating pineapple late at night while your body is at rest means sugar remains in the bloodstream longer, increasing the risk of overnight clotting or vessel rupture. Safer alternative: if you enjoy pineapple, eat a small portion in the morning when your body is active. Avoid combining it with blood-thinning medications, and never consume it as a late-night snack. Fruit juices are often marketed as healthy alternatives to soda. Labels that say 100% natural juice can make you feel like you're making a smart choice. Unfortunately, even pure fruit juice can be one of the worst stroke triggers for seniors. When you drink juice, you're consuming the sugar of multiple whole fruits in just a single glass, without the fiber that normally slows down sugar absorption. For example, 1 glass of orange juice contains the sugar of 4 to 5 oranges. This sugar overload causes an instant spike in blood glucose and insulin, damaging the lining of blood vessels and promoting clot formation. For seniors with diabetes, high blood pressure, or existing vascular problems, this effect can be catastrophic. Drinking juice late at night is especially harmful. Since you're not active, the sugar stays in your bloodstream for hours, dramatically increasing the risk of a stroke during sleep. Safer alternative: skip juice entirely and opt for whole fruits in small amounts, preferably in the morning. Whole fruits contain fiber, which slows sugar absorption and reduces the strain on your cardiovascular system. We've just uncovered the truth about 8 very common fruits that many of us thought were completely safe, but which can actually raise your risk of stroke, especially overnight. Now, before you panic and start throwing away every piece of fruit in your kitchen, remember this important point: fruits are not inherently bad. In fact, they provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body needs. The danger comes from how much you eat, when you eat it, and your individual health conditions, especially as you get older. Let's quickly recap the 8 fruits we've discussed today. Grapes, with their high sugar content that spikes blood sugar and increases clot risk while you sleep. Watermelon, which can disrupt blood pressure balance and cause overnight dehydration, thickening the blood. Mangoes, extremely high in fructose, leading to dangerous sugar surges and vascular inflammation. Dried fruits, packed with concentrated sugar that overwhelms the bloodstream in even small portions. Bananas, which can cause an excessive potassium buildup, especially for seniors on certain medications. Citrus fruits such as oranges and grapefruits, which are natural blood thinners that may dangerously interact with medications. Pineapple, containing bromelain, which can amplify blood thinning and raise stroke risk. And finally, fruit juices, the most concentrated form of sugar, which spikes glucose without fiber to slow absorption. Notice a pattern? Most of these dangers revolve around sugar overload, potassium imbalances, or interactions with medications, factors that are especially critical for seniors. You might be wondering why eating these fruits is especially risky at night. When you go to sleep, your metabolism slows down, your blood pressure naturally drops, and your body's ability to manage sudden sugar spikes is reduced. If you consume high-sugar fruits late in the evening, your blood sugar stays elevated for hours. This thickens the blood, making clots more likely to form. Combine that with the natural dip in blood pressure, and you create the perfect storm for a stroke, which is why many strokes occur in the early morning hours, just before waking up. Now that you understand the risks, here are 5 simple, actionable steps you can take to dramatically lower your stroke risk while still enjoying fruits. First, eat fruits in the morning or early afternoon. Your body is most active earlier in the day, which helps burn natural sugars instead of letting them linger overnight. Second, choose low-sugar, high-fiber fruits. Berries, green apples, and pears are excellent choices that support brain health without dangerous sugar spikes. Third, avoid fruit juices completely. Even 100% natural juice is essentially liquid sugar. Whole fruits are always safer because fiber slows sugar absorption. Fourth, watch your portion sizes. A serving of fruit should fit in the palm of your hand. Overeating even healthy fruits can tip the balance toward danger. Finally, check medication interactions. If you're taking blood pressure drugs, blood thinners, or kidney medications, talk to your doctor about which fruits to limit or avoid entirely. Stroke is one of the leading causes of death and disability worldwide, and seniors are at the highest risk. But here's the good news: many strokes are preventable with simple lifestyle changes. By being mindful of the foods you eat, especially before bedtime, you can protect your brain, maintain your independence, and continue enjoying a full, active life. Remember, your brain is irreplaceable. Once a stroke damages part of it, recovery is often slow and incomplete. Every smart choice you make today is like an investment in your future health and quality of life. If this video opened your eyes to the hidden dangers lurking in everyday fruits, don't keep this information to yourself. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends and family, especially anyone over the age of 50 or those with diabetes, high blood pressure, or a family history of stroke. You never know, simply sharing this video could save someone's life. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these fruits surprised you the most? Were you already aware of these risks, or is this completely new information for you? Leave a comment below. Your story might help others in our community take action to protect their health. Finally, if you want to learn more about preventing strokes and keeping your brain sharp, check out our other videos on senior health and brain care. Together, we can build a healthier future, one choice at a time. Thank you for watching, and remember, your brain is your most valuable